Today we're going to be taking a look at the Bandai Tamashii Nation's SH Figuarts Star Wars Heavy Gunner First Order Stormtrooper. First Order Stormtrooper Heavy Gunner. So what is going on, everybody? How is everyone doing today? Daredevil19 here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the SH Figuarts Heavy Gunner First Order Stormtrooper, and I think Tamashii Nations is really doing an excellent job with these Stormtroopers in their Star Wars line. Even though a lot of the First Order ones are reused, they're still amazing figures, and this one just looks badass because of that huge gun that he has right there. Well, without further ado, let's get into the review and start off with the packaging for the Heavy Gunner Trooper. So since the Heavy Gunner Stormtrooper is a web exclusive, he does come in slightly different style packaging. As you can see on the front of the box, there is no window. We do get images of the figure instead. It does say Star Wars, SH Figuarts, First Order Stormtrooper, Heavy Gunner, Tamashii Nations, and Bandai. The bottom of it is the barcode and blah stuff that nobody cares about. There's the top of the box right there. And then the one side of it there. And then there's the other side. And then the back of the packaging shows a bunch of different poses you can get the figure into along with some of his accessories. But anyway, that is the packaging. Let's get this figure open and take a closer look at this Stormtrooper. Alrighty, so taking a closer detailed look, and Tamashii Nations really did a great job on this. Yeah, it's just a reuse. They did add a couple new things on it, but the sculpt and the paint look great on the figure. The helmet looks awesome. That's one of my favorite things about these new Stormtroopers. I do have like a little dot of white paint on the visor right there. I don't even think you guys can see it. It's a little disappointing, but other than that, the helmet, nice clean paint, and the sculpt work looks good too. Arms look pretty cool. Same thing as the regular First Order Stormtrooper, same with the legs. The one added new thing about the legs here on the right thigh, we do get the tiny blaster gun, and it pegs right in there as you see the two tiny holes, so that's pretty cool. And then the other new added thing is these straps and these pouches here. That's the new main thing added on to the mold of this figure. And they really did an awesome job with the tiny sculpted detail on the straps right there and these pouches here. And I believe these white things maybe are clips for that humongous gun that he has. But the lower torso has like a strap going around it, as you can see there. You do see the buckle and everything, so that's pretty cool. And then we get these two straps going around his shoulders, and then we get two going under his arms, and then they crisscross in the back. But I mean, that tiny little sculpted detail really looks amazing. Very cool looking. I mean, everything else is the exact same as the regular First Order Stormtrooper, just the only new thing added on is this piece, and we got the tiny blaster gun. But I mean, Tamashii Nations did do a great job with the detail, and I am satisfied with it because they've been doing a great job with all their previous First Order Stormtroopers. But anyway, let's continue on. Just wanted to show you something with my figure. Now, I don't know if it's just mine or if other people have this issue, but if you look right here at this joint, Tamashii Nations couldn't even line it up properly. As you see, the upper part of the torso is slanted off to the left. I mean, what the hell is that, Tamashii Nations? Come on. Especially with the money you're charging for this figure, because he's a web exclusive, so he's a lot more expensive compared to the regular First Order Stormtrooper. Like, you guys can't even put it together properly? I find that's BS right there. Like, come on, Tamashii Nations, get your act together. But that is definitely the biggest downside so far to this figure. But anyway, continuing on. Moving on to the accessories, we get some really cool stuff included with this Heavy Gunner Trooper. We do get the same interchangeable hands as the regular First Order Stormtrooper, but we do get some awesome new weapons. So we do get 6 interchangeable hands. We get a pair of fists, of course. Let's focus the camera here. And very nice paint and sculpt work on these. Paint's nice and clean all throughout it. I do have a black dot of paint on the white though, so that's very minor. So we do get a pair of fists, and then we also get a pair of these open hands, which is meant for him to grab onto the other end of his gun. But beautiful paintwork on these and very nice sculpt work as well. So we do get a pair of those. Then the last hands we get are a pair of trigger finger hands, where his finger is fully extended. But very nice paint and sculpt on these again. I do have a couple dots of black paint on the white part on the right hand, but very minor. So those are all the interchangeable hands, and then we also get a tiny little blaster gun. And the sculpt on this looks awesome, and the paint looks great as well. So very nice job on this piece. I mean, he does hold it perfectly fine too. And then there are the two pegs, as you can see there. Very cool looking. And it does peg into his right thigh, as you see the peg inserts. Just peg it in like so. And then there you go, that looks badass. So we do get that. And then the last two things we get are the heavy gunner gun, which looks awesome. And then we get the stand right here. So we'll take a look at the stand real quickly. Let's focus the camera. And man, that paintwork where the black is, that's beautiful. Nice clean paint all throughout that. And nice sculpt work as well. That looks dope. And there's the other side. Very cool looking. And then this bottom piece is on a hinge, so you could hinge it back and forth, so that's cool. And it does stand up on its own, as you can see right there. And then we do get this badass gun right here. I mean, this thing looks freaking dope. And then this piece right here, you can move it around. Whoops. And as you see, it's just pegged in. So you can move it around. I like that. But this weapon really looks incredible. Great paintwork and very nice sculpt work all throughout it. And there's the other side there. And he does grip onto it fine. You just have to pry open his fingers, and you have to put his thumb in this piece right there. And then the rest of his fingers grip over on that side. Very cool looking accessories. And the way you get that stand on, this bottom piece here, where the white meets the black, that is pegged in, so you just peg it out. And then this is also pegged in as well, so you have to kind of pull on that while you pull this down, and then it just pops out like that. You see the peg right there. So you take that off, and then make sure you line up the peg correctly for the stand, and you just pop it in like so, and then there you go. I mean, that looks awesome. What a cool weapon. It does stand up on its own too, so very, very awesome stuff. But that is all the accessories included with Heavy Gunner. Let's keep moving on with the rest of the review. Now for the height of the Heavy Gunner Trooper, he stands just about 6 inches tall. And then here he is compared to the SH Figuarts Captain Phasma figure, the SH Figuarts TR-8R figure, and the SH Figuarts Darth Maul figure. And then here he is compared to the SH Figuarts Return of the Jedi Luke Skywalker figure, the SH Figuarts A New Hope Luke Skywalker figure, the Mafex Crappy C-3PO figure, and the Mafex R2-D2 figure. And then here he is compared to the SH Figuarts Awakened Warrior Super Saiyan Goku figure, the SH Figuarts Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta figure, and the Hasbro Marvel Legends Deadpool figure. Anyway, there's some quick comparisons. Let's keep moving on with the rest of the review. So now for the articulation, and if you have any other SH Figuarts First Order Stormtrooper, you know what type of movement to expect. So we do get 2 points at the neck there, one at the upper neck and one at the lower neck. So the upper neck joint, we get some really good up and down movement and some great pivot, and it also swivels. The lower neck joint goes forward and back, also pivots, and it swivels as well. So great movement at both those neck joints. Now we do get a point of articulation at the torso under the chest, but it won't go any far forward than that because it gets hindered by this new piece, but you can articulate it back a decent amount. And then we do get some pivot up there, and it also swivels, but that joint's really tight and there's something wrong with it, so I'm not going to mess with it anymore. We do get a point of articulation at the waist there. It goes forward and back a real good amount. Pivot's pretty good, and then also swivels, so nice movement there. Then these 4 pieces are all on individual hinges, so you can hinge them all up and down, so that's pretty cool. Now for the arm, these shoulder pads are on hinges that are connected to the arm, so they can hinge up and down. And then the shoulder pad piece is on a ball joint, so you can move it all around, so nice articulation there. Now for the arms here, we get a nice armpit joint, so you get a good circular motion right there. And then the arms go out to the side, a little more than 90 degrees, so that's good. They do go up and down. We do get the bicep swivel, double jointed elbows that bend in a little more than 90 degrees, so that is good. We get the forearm swivel there. Now for the wrists, they do swivel and they are on hinges, so very nice movement throughout the entire arm. Now for the legs, they do kick forward about 90 degrees, go to the back just a little bit, and they kick out to the side about 90 degrees, and then we do get the upper thigh swivel. Now I think Tamashii Nations fixed that issue with the leg joints, where you would move them out to the side, but then they'd slowly start going back in, because they don't do it anymore. So I think they did fix that issue. So that is a good thing there. Now for the knees, they are double jointed, and they bend back a little more than 90 degrees, and the ankles here, we do get swivel there, but they will get hindered by these side pieces on the ankles, so that's a little disappointing. The ankles hinge up just a tiny bit and really don't hinge down at all, so that's disappointing. But we do get some great pivot there and some very nice toe articulation. So overall, we get some pretty decent movement with this first order Stormtrooper, the heavy gunner version, but the ankles have some hindered movement, and we get some more hindered movement at the torso there. But overall, I'm satisfied with it. But overall, I do recommend this to big Star Wars fans, or if you love the SH Figuarts line, or if you love army building, yeah, pick this one up. But if you already have any SH Figuarts First Order Stormtrooper, you really don't need to pick this one up. So I do recommend it if you're a big Star Wars fan, but it's not a must-have. The few complaints and issues I have, the main one is the torso joint was put on all crooked. They couldn't even put it on correctly. Another thing is the price for this figure. Why make it a web exclusive just so they could charge more money? And the last thing is there's a lot of hindered articulation, so that's a little bit disappointing. But other than that, we do get some beautiful movement throughout the entire figure. The detail was executed extremely well, the sculpt and the paint, very nice job with it, and we do get some pretty cool accessories with this piece. So I'm pretty satisfied now owning this. And if you would like to get the heavy gunner for your collection, he does retail for about 65 through 75 bucks depending on where you purchase it. I got mine from agelessgeeks.com, so if you would like to get yours, head over to that website today. But anyway, that is my review of the SH Figuarts Star Wars Heavy Gunner First Order Stormtrooper. Hope you enjoyed my review. If you want to support the channel, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share, and favorite the video too. And if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, just give it a thumbs up anyway, because action figures are awesome. But thanks for watching. I will see you later. And today we're going to be taking a look at the SH Figuarts First Gunner, what the hell? Today we're going to be taking a look at the Bandai Tamashii Mechu and Pantang Kuhaya, because they're both web exclusives. As you go, damn it, as you can see, we don't get a window, we get images of the figure and said from the new film Star Wars The Force Awakens, even though it's not that movie, the bottom of it is the barcode, So now for the articulation, and if you, what the hell is it? And then the pouches. All four of them are on individual. I like how this part is on a hinge, so you can hinge it around. Damn it, Shysta. The SH Figuarts Awaken Warrior Super Shaping Chupacha, and then we also get a pair of these open hands.